where Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he has spoken with French President Emmanuel Macron following what is reportedly Russia's biggest wartime airstrike on Ukraine. The massive barrage has targeted Kyiv and other cities, marking one of the most intense strikes since the war began. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has strongly condemned the attacks, calling them cowardly and saying that they prove that Russian President Vladimir Putin is not serious about peace. This comes as Ukraine claims it carried out a strike on the Druzhba oil pipeline in Russia's Bryansk region, damaging energy infrastructure that delivers Russian oil to Hungary and Slovakia. In addition, the Russian military-controlled Zaporozhye nuclear plant has also reported that its training center was hit by a Ukrainian drone strike, damaging the roof of one of its buildings. Furthermore, Russia claims it has destroyed multiple Ukrainian drones, with the defense ministry saying air defenses shot down or intercepted 69 drones in one night. Moscow also claims that Ukraine has lost more than 1,000 troops in the past day across the so-called Special Military Operations Zone. We are now joined by our guest, Raymond Vickery. He is a former US Assistant Secretary of Commerce, and he joins us live from Washington, D.C. Raymond, it is always a pleasure to talk to you. We have seen a huge barrage of missiles, of drones coming over from Moscow into Ukrainian territory, hitting regions like Odessa and Zaporozhye, and of course the capital of Kyiv, where 2 infants were killed in that strike, and a flaming government building in the Ukrainian capital. Keir Starmer and Volodymyr Zelensky have said that this shows that Vladimir Putin is not serious about peace. Can he be after this?
Well, thanks very much for having me. It's always a pleasure. But, you know, our president has no strategy and he doesn't have partners in waging peace. So President Trump has been sidelined, really. And if you look at what happened in China between Putin and Xi, you see that Putin is emboldened in his attempt to reestablish the old Russian Empire, which became the Soviet Union. It has been left then to France, UK, Western Europe, others to be able to step up and try to provide some strategy and some cooperation to be able to defend against this invasion which Russia has perpetrated on Ukraine, and which is the greatest violation of the United Nations Charter since the United Nations was founded. Not just the Charter of the United Nations, but the very principle that one nation does not have the right to use violence in order to impose its will on another. This is a bedrock of so many democracies, including India, as well as Western Europe, United States, and Japan. But this development lays bare really what many have been saying all along, that Putin's invasion of Ukraine really has nothing to do with the supposed root causes. It really has to do with the 19th century and really age-old instincts of some to try to be able to claim greatness by claiming the territory and dominion over others. So it's a very serious development, emboldened by Xi and really what happened in regard to the military parade with North Korea. And we are slipping more and more into a very dangerous pre-World War sort of situation, which was experienced in the early part of the 20th century and led to tremendous losses for the world.
Raymond Vickery, thank you very much for joining us. It's